Hey viewers, welcome to another game as Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a very special game. We are doing a Lulu game played by me. I decided to go back into the game and play some games. This was the best one that I could actually manage. Not so much the best score. We actually did better. I am duo queuing here with Simon, who is playing Graves. And yeah, the thing is, I've been out of this game for so long that it is going to take me a little while to get back to, well, controlling my hero properly. But we are playing Lulu, as I said, and we are going with the kind of recommended build here by Simon. He helped me set up my masteries. So we have the Total Biscuit, we have the Explorer's Ward, and I'm starting off with the Fairy Charm here. Still going for the good old gold item first build, and that is going to be, well, hopefully good enough. So I am going to help out with the blue buff if that is necessary, otherwise I'm just going to be here. And, well, as you can see, this is my duo queue partner here, and we are going to own up the bottom lane. Obviously we are very good in bottom lane, because, well, Graves is awesome and Lulu is awesome, so I'm not that bad with the champion. So, just so you know, I used to be very good at Lulu. People who have been a member of my, or a subscriber of my channel know that I play a lot of support, or I used to play a lot of support. Oh, I still do, but then in other games. And anyway, yeah. I will still be very useful at playing support because, well, you basically don't really, well, you don't need any other skills than just, well, knowing what you're doing. And I still know what I'm doing. It's just that I got a little rusty on the controls, so you will see me, well, make some mistakes, especially at some point. I will need to apply my ultimate. I'm going to tell that right now because otherwise it's too much explaining to do. But I will try to use my ultimate, and it didn't work. So I'm pretty sure I did something wrong because I either got slowed by Nunu and didn't stay in range of Graves or something like that. Anyway. You will see that. I will mention that I made the mistake right there, but then you know what's going on. I just positioned myself in the wrong way, and here of course, yeah, I went for the ward instead of for the shield on Graves, because the ward is more important, and Graves can take that, how much? Like 50 damage? 85. Well, after applying the magic, magic resist, it will be like 50 damage. So it's not a big deal. Plus Graves has that that Doran's Blade, so he can do quite well for now. Yeah, obviously you shouldn't take too many shots from Tristana, but that's a whole different matter. And yeah, well, we will see that. Anyway, yeah, Lulu, kind of one of my favorites here. I'm not going to follow any of the other lanes, even though this is a spectator mode replay. I'm just going to stay with our lane because I want to discuss, well, my play experience here. Yeah, I'm going to do more of my own games because people have been requesting it, but, there's a big but, it has to at some point result in people actually watching them. Because making this game takes about 4 times more time of my schedule than making a high-level game or even a spectator game. So, well, spectator games are the least work. They're about twice the work that the game actually lasts. So if it's a half an hour game, it will take me about an hour to do everything, yeah, well, to make the game. This one takes about 5 hours to make in total. Because, first of all, I have to play the game, but then it's never one game, because, well, the first game is often not a good game. Well, not because it's the first game. Yeah, and I misclicked here. I missed the shield on Graves and put it on myself accidentally. But anyway, it's not about just playing that one game, because if it was playing that one game it wouldn't be that bad. But for this one I had to play 5 games. No, not just, well, first of all I had to play 2 games to get back into how to control my my champion. Then after that I had to play 3 games with Simon to actually, well, get a decent game, because our teammates were feeding all the freaking time. So we went like, I don't know, 5-1 in lane, and then the rest of the team would go like 2-10. So we would end up 5 kills behind, and there was really no way to carry that then. Not that 5 kills behind is so hard to carry, but oh, screw this. Fuck you. What the hell is wrong with this game, man? I don't understand. Anyway, continuing on. Hopefully it will level out again. Yeah. Anyway, Volibear came in. We reacted a little bit late. Mostly because, well, we thought he would come in a little bit further. But yeah, obviously they have a ward over here and over here. So yeah, it was really not a whole lot we could do about that. That's also why ganking the bottom lane in high level games is really not done. Because it's always warded, and it is the reason why I don't particularly, well, love warding anymore. I used to have wards up all the time. There used to be a ward here all the time if I was on the red team, or here if I was on the blue team. I mean, yeah, here if I was on the blue team. But I no longer do that unless we push. But yeah, it's people assume that it is warded, so there's no reason to actually have it warded. Anyway, we can get out no problem anyway. And as you can see, we are pushed against our turret here, so there's really nothing that that's going to happen. So yeah, Graves pretty low here, is at about 200 health here. He was at 180 at its lowest, but he is going to heal up pretty nicely. And of course we do have the flash plus barrier on him. I have a shield, I have my ultimate not available, so we need to take care of that. But then I also have a slow and a polymorph that can save him. So we're not particularly worried, except for maybe burst damage. And especially if Tristana reaches level 6, then that becomes a little bit dangerous. But yeah, for now, we're all good, we're all good. And I think this is when I will make the mistake. Oh, no. This will not be where I make the mistake yet. I kind of forgot that, as you can see, it costs 150 mana to apply that ultimate. And that is a huge deal for support, because 150 mana, that is such a big deal, considering that currently I have about 200 mana. So that's about half my mana bar is 200 mana. So I will need to have 1/3 of my mana bar up just to do that, which means that I can't really cast any spells for a long time. And here we go. We are going in, and of course we're going to grab the guy that doesn't have an escape. And we are going to take some damage here from Nunu, but that is not a big deal. And we are going to grab the kill. The barrier goes off, but it's not going to matter at all. She used that at the wrong time, by the way. She panicked, used her barrier immediately. You need to use that barrier when you're taking damage, when you're going to take damage. Because in this case, she had the barrier up, and then by the time she took damage, it was already timed out. So anyway, we get a double kill here. Everyone was low, so we're going to massively recall and just be safe that way. Oh, I have the camera lock on apparently. So let's have a look at mid lane. Mid lane is doing alright. It seems that everyone on the enemy team has died at least once. The kill has died twice, and we all have a kill except for poor old Lulu. Lulu is not going to get a kill. Lulu's not aggressive enough to do that. Well, the Lulu player, that is, because that is me, so I know that. No, I generally tend to play very passively, very safe, not passively. I can actually be very aggressive, but only in situations where I know I won't die. And since I have no clue how much damage champions do nowadays, I am trying to, well, just fall back as much as possible. Oh, this is where Graves is going to make a mistake. I think that's here. Because I am going to ward up. As you can see, yeah, I knew he warded here. Because I saw him run in here, so he must have warded. I ward this, and I'm going to run back over here. Graves was not paying attention here to where I was, but I was obviously not going to run into both of them and come back from behind. Oh, it's not here? Wow, it's going to happen again? Okay. Because that's, well, the next time then, I don't know, he is going to take quite a bit of damage because I wasn't there. I'll try to keep my skills up so you can see the mistakes that I make. But yeah, in general, it is, well, it was relatively easy to get back into this game. But yeah, the amount of noobiness on my teams was just, yeah, was just silly. That was just plain silly. So even though I am, let's say, the new player here, although yeah, well, I do have a lot of experience, of course. But I am the new player in this team. I am the only one that has the excuse of not being able to find their controls, or not knowing how much damage champions do, or I don't know, not knowing where the, well, where certain things are. I don't know, not keeping up with the game basically. All of these other guys, they probably have played in Season 3 before this match. I really haven't. So yeah, there's that, and yeah, here we go. We are going aggressive here and taking a little bit of damage. And here's where I couldn't get my ultimate on him. It didn't want to work. But then I am going to delay this this Tristana until Volibear comes in, because obviously I saw Volibear come in, so we just I decided to just go for me then with the ultimate, and Volibear got the kill. So Tristana could have seen that coming, because she did have a ward out and could have seen that coming easily, but that did not work out for her. Anyhow, this was where I made the big mistake. I was clicking my ultimates and I was like, why doesn't this work? But yeah, well, it didn't, so that's all there is to it. Volibear is going to take out some of the HP on the turret, and it seems that for the rest of the lanes, yeah, we're pretty much set. Hang on, let me set everyone to their proper position. And now the enemy team, I don't know who the jungler was. Oh, Maokai, obviously. Yeah, I don't think he's going to come into the bottom lane at all. There you go. So, yeah, a little bit of a bug. Anyhow, we are going to do some damage here with the team, and yeah, this was where he made the mistake. I was yeah, I was warding up that the top here, so I was warding over here. These two are mine because I just bought Sightstone, and this one's mine as well. But yeah, I, instead of running straight back to the lane, I went over there and I kind of, yeah, didn't warn my teammate, but he wasn't paying attention to the minimap either. So, because I ran over here instead of straight to the lane. So, yeah, well, there's that. And he died because of that, because of the little mistake there. But yeah, well, we're going to hold off the lane with poor old Lulu. Lulu is of course not able to get any kind of minion damage. But as you can see, I will do pretty well against this Tristana, because Tristana took way too much damage from the tower, which was of course my plan all along, because my ultimate is not disrupted by by her healing debuff. So yeah, I can just use it. It's no problem. I can just use it instantly, and well, there will be no problem. Nice aggression there, and they do get the kill. We have plenty of wards out. This ward is a little bit not necessary. I don't know how it got there. It's not mine, but yeah, well, everything is okay. So I do have two gold generating items, making sure that I do have wards at all times, as well as well, just plain extra gold. And here we go, getting another kill. I do not get an assist on that because, well, my auto attack or whatever I shot was too late, so that was unfortunate. Wow, I get an assist on the turret kill? Since when is that a thing? That is crazy. Anyhow, a little bit of lag once again, but we are going to take out the dragon there. I am in the meantime just going to go here. I know that someone is going to come for me, and indeed I see Tristana coming, and oh, she actually uses flash. I didn't see that in game, but I knew I was going to get out of there no problem because I have that movement speed boost, and yeah, that makes me pretty safe, as well as a flash and an exhaust. She was not going to get me at all. So anyhow, yeah, I took out some minions, meaning that now I have 13 minions instead of like the 2 that I had before. And that is awesome, because extra gold is always nice as a support, well, as any champion, I guess. But as a support you get so little gold that everything is so nice. And here we go. 3 guys in the mid lane getting the gank off, but yeah, nothing really working out. And unfortunately I am back in base here because of that Tristana bait. Yeah, she used her flash. We will see if that comes into play here, because if she had that up, she might have had an escape for this one. And yeah, they do see the Graves coming in, and they are going for this Graves. Graves, however, is just going to quick draw over the edge there, and no problem. So anyhow, we are back in lane. The team, by the way, 2 and 14. So yeah, it's not like we're going to win. Sorry, it's not like we're going to lose at any point, because well, this is just plain over. But yeah, well, it doesn't matter as long as they don't surrender. They still have a chance, because we might all disconnect and they might actually get the next skill before we all reconnect. I don't know, something stupid like that. I don't know what it would require for you to catch up 12 kills at this point. Because look at the gold difference, man. It's 5k gold difference and they have 20k gold. That's a 25% lead for us. That is huge. Anyhow, yeah, I still have to learn to work with my sightstone here a little bit. Because the sightstone, yeah, it is of course very obvious how it works. But you do have to count the wards every time. It doesn't give you a number of wards that are on the map already. So, and at this point, by the way, I do have my ultimate up, so we can go in as much as we want. Because as long as I have that ultimate up, Graves is not going to die. Because, well, unless I am too far out of range. But you can see I learned from my mistake over here by just staying closer to him when he might need my ultimate. Because this time I actually was right next to him, so I know that now I'm actually in range. Because we were discussing this over Skype, what might have gone wrong, because I really couldn't tell what went wrong. But seeing it now, I think I was just out of range, and I was being slowed by Nunu. So it might have been the combination of that. Pantheon getting a nice kill there. And yeah, going to recall. So yeah, all in all, I had a reasonable time playing this game again. It is very frustrating, however, if you win your lane 3 games in a row and you only win 1 game. That is pretty frustrating, but it's also because we are, well no, I am too low level. Simon is actually very high level, so he plays with people that can actually hold their lane and can actually know how to play this game. And I play normally with people that have no clue on how to play this game. And those are, by the way, most of the people commenting on my videos with the worst comments ever. So they're always insulting. They're never creative or even constructive. So basically they just want to insult people because that's what they get in game. They normally just lose their lane and they can't really communicate with their team. They don't really do anything in game, and then they start playing these super overpowered champions. or the champions that are good in tournament play and they can't make them work, or they go one game, so they go Garen, and then they always end up with like 10 and 5. So they're always the one not feeding, but yeah, so it must be someone else. By the way, my ultimate totally saved her here. I was really proud of that one. We are going to get both of these kills pretty easily. Graves getting another double kill. He's doing a good job. 7 and 2 for now. And there is the surrender. So very easy game, 2 and 21. But as I said, well, it's just about which team you're on. In this case, the enemy team was total morons, and our team actually knew how to play a little bit at least. Because you don't have to be super good at my level that I'm currently at. You don't have to be super good, you just have to be better than the total noobs. And that's what happened here. The total noobs all went 0-5, and then the guy that could actually play a little bit reasonably went 0 and 2. And well, our team just profited off of that, and we only got 2 kills on Graves, one of which was totally my fault, one of which was his fault. But yeah, we all were positive. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.